All right, welcome in. It is week 2 for Overwatch in the Oakland Esports broadcast here for fall 2025. It's Coach Ori and Stev on the mic, bringing Overwatch action to you guys once
We
again.
we out here.
Oh yeah, and in classic Oakland fashion, we always have a game day on Patch Day.
I mean, for some reason, the NACE board, which not talking smack, Mr. Board member in the other room, um, continue to put Overwatch on Tuesdays when Overwatch always gets patched on Tuesdays. Oh, are we? It's. I'm being told that it's not NACE anymore. My bad. That's on me. We're the problem.
Yeah.
Not OU specifically, but the group of schools that we are a part of are the problem. So they tried. They did try.
So I believe we are going up against University of North Texas. This is a school that we've never played in Overwatch before, but we've played them in Smash a few times,
Have we?
actually. Yeah, we've played them both times that we've gone down to CECC in Texas.
Is this the team that you get? Like, this was like the second or third place team for that you guys?
No, no, no. That you're
Is this the
thinking
team you
of.
guys beat, or am I thinking of a different Texas school?
You're thinking of UT Arlington. That's the
Ah,
team that we've split a lot of games with. But North Texas, this is gonna be a new opponent for us here on the Overwatch side for the first time. I'm pretty excited to see what they really bring to the table here.
I'm checking some ranks right now. I see some like mid masters to the high diamond players at the moment. So I've just clicked avoid. um,
Avoid his teammate.
I don't
That's
want to be
crazy.
teammates with them. I guess I don't. It looks like we're hovering around some anywhere from like high diamond to high master somewhere. I didn't see a GM
So
anywhere.
this is going to be a team that's overall lower rating
Lower
than our
rated than
team.
we are. Um, However, or is that am I misreading? Sorry, I think I'm misreading. They changed the rank symbols a little while ago.
Mm.
Maybe probably about a year ago now, so I really should be used to it. But
Oh.
I am not fully adjusted. I lied. It's not diamond. It is GM and masters.
Okay, so this is
So
going to be a team that's actually a
they
lot
do
closer
they
to.
do have what was once this season a top 500 sport player.
Okay. So we actually all right. So it's
So
hopefully it's going to be a really
close
good
game.
match.
Close game.
Is that
However, they don't. Well, you know what they don't have?
what?
Ex Overwatch League professional tank player
Oh, true. They
of
don't
the
have
LA
Crowley.
Valiant Crowley.
Yeah, and then they don't have current
And
pro
I
Frothy Philly
keep
7.
forgetting Frothy Philly 7 did partake in I forget which like split of the OWCS, but whatever one of the is it active?
Yeah, he's currently
Active
on it.
split?
Yeah, he's in the OWCS from what I think Jax has mentioned.
Dilly Ducks player, support player.
I couldn't tell you about what the
I
team
will
name
be
is.
honest,
I just know.
I don't recall that team is doing too hot. But they're still in the league.
Yeah. All I know is that some of the teammates for Frothy are actually a bunch of the St. Clair guys.
Oh,
So it's really funny
okay.
that just they're right across.
Okay.
They were like,
Right here.
40 minutes away.
They
They're
met in person. Probably. Maybe.
maybe.
They could go they could go to a restaurant together if they wanted to.
You know what? If they really wanted to, they could.
Have a good time.
But yeah, I'm interested to see kind of like what happens. I know right now probably both teams are going through and doing their map pick and character ban. So let's go look at that real quick. It does look like on the side of North Texas, we are going to be starting Lijiang Tower, and
Classic.
nobody's decided on a ban yet.
We're going through hero bands. Do we want to? We were cut off mid story last week about new characters because the game ended too quickly.
Yeah, the game did end
So
too
do
quickly.
we want to talk about? I think we were talking about Wu Yang.
We got
Talking
through
about
Wu
Fred.
Yang the
There
most.
was a patch. Maybe we talk about the patch.
I think you talk about the patch
Talk about
because
the patch.
you read the patch notes. I
I
didn't.
did very briefly. I don't remember. It was like less than 20 minutes ago, and I don't remember the specifics of it already. But I know some characters got worse, some characters got better.
Yeah.
I think the one that people was the biggest one is from Machara. He gains armor when he goes into his like big man muscle mode, punchy form. The amount of armor he gains was increased from
Okay.
something like by 25, I think. Which armor in this game, if you don't know, is a type of HP. Normally, 1 HP is 1 HP, but if 1 armor is equal to 2 HP.
Yeah.
So you have 25 armor, that's technically 50 health,
Okay.
50 HP. So it's like, it's not nothing of an addition. I mean,
You think it'll bring Ramatra back into flavor again?
I mean, I
'Cause
think
I
he
noticed
was
that, like,
already still like
Ramatra was used so much when we were watching spring matches, but it felt like, I mean, right now
he kind of comes and goes. I don't think he was in a spot even before of like, he wasn't bad. It's just at that exact moment or in whatever comps were being played, certain tanks were just like a little bit better.
Mhm.
But if a team really wanted to just run it down with Brawl, and
you can do it.
in this format where we have hero bans and things like that, like, if you really want to run it out with Brawl, one side bans Orisa, the other side bans. I don't know if actually you can ban two heroes from the same role. But like, let's put it this way: Zarya gets banned.
I think
Your tank player doesn't like playing Orisa.
Ban tanks because I think last week we saw 2 tanks get banned.
Did we? I
don't think so. We saw a Diva get banned.
Not in the same game.
Okay.
But like, yeah, if you have a player and he's like, my Orisa's not too good, they ban Zarya. We're a Brawl team. Give me Ramatra.
Okay.
Also, in my opinion, Ramatra is like pretty easy to play. His flow is very simple.
Okay. I'm interested to see if, like, I was talking with Captain Jax earlier today as soon as he walked into the lab, and he said that Wu Yang did find some nerfs, but he's pretty sure that, in his words, wasn't enough. So this character still might be really good.
I forget the exact patch notes. I think I do know that like his healing amplification, the amount of time that lasts on your teammates for, is slightly shorter. I think it went from like 5 to 3 seconds or 5 to 4 seconds.
Okay, that's a noticeable drop, 5 to 3.
I mean, that would be 20 to 40% if you're looking at percentages, which is a lot for sure.
We finally have some the hero bans coming in. On the Oakland side, banning out Hazard, and from North Texas, Reaper. They saw.
Did they VOD review us?
I think they may have. They must be a subscriber to youtube.com/Oakland Esports, because that VOD where Wolfie went crazy with Reaper is absolutely on the YouTube page right now.
Yeah, which definitely, getting rid of the Reaper does also take away a little bit from trying to play a tank like a Zarya.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you didn't directly ban Zarya, but Zarya comboed with Reaper with, you can project a bubble onto the Reaper and he just gets free value, is a strong thing. So getting rid of the Reaper makes it so Zarya doesn't have such an obvious bubble target. Maybe she's going to play for herself. Maybe you put it onto something like a Genji that's going to dive, or a very aggressive Symmetra play, or
and honestly, those
just general.
It's specifically that Genji. We know that aggressive Genji play can come out from Wolfie here. As both teams get ready, we are heading into Lijiang Tower. It is
Genji, by the
map 1.
Genji did also receive a nerf. His deflect cooldown was increased by 2 seconds, from 8 to 10 seconds.
I can't believe Blizzard is specifically targeting Wolfie.
I know. Reaper banned.
Reaper banned.
Wolfie, or not Wolfie. Genji nerfed.
Genji nerfed. Crazy.
But as we do see, probably is opting Zarya. Got that Fury Lucio backline.
Now we're seeing Jax play. Jax is hopping on to the Lucio. He was telling me today he was not feeling too confident in his Lucio play as of late.
Have you seen his Lucio highlights? There's not many of them. The Sim TP out. Carbon's going to go back to the Tracer. And that's going to be the round underway. Let's take a look at how Crowley wants to push this. University of North Texas gonna opt to play the Hog. Hog did receive a couple of buffs. I don't know if it's so great that it's worth playing him, but
you know what?
Like, he's still Hog. He's kind of a niche pick.
As a Overwatch 1 longtime Hog enjoyer, I love seeing him come back when he does.
I don't. I think Hog's one of the most obnoxious tanks in the game, and it's just also boring.
Oh, he's so cool. Just hooks. hooks, shotguns, punch, repeat. And just like that, though, University of North Texas does get the first little bit of percent here onto the point, but Oakland swiftly cleans up shop and now is going to be taking the early advantage here on the percent lead as as North Texas just tries to find their way back onto the point. And now it's just defense here for the Golden Grizzlies.
Take a look at the North Texas comp a little bit. So they're on Kiri, they're on Wu Yang, so not an unsurprising backline. On the Cassidy is a little interesting because that's kind of an easy dive target. However, it is just like, you know, if you can aim, you can kind of just hit value.
Yeah. That is always one of the dangerous things when you do see Cassidy in play, especially if the player is also just so confident in their shots.
Absolutely.
It can be so dangerous. A quick cleanup here by the Oakland squad saying, North Texas, you cannot. This is our point. Get out of here.
They tried to back up a little bit.
Ooh, good double team there by the Grizzlies to take down Kaze. Send him back to spawn.
That is not how I read that name originally, but you're probably right. I was just reading that as
Kaze.
Kaze makes way more sense.
Wolf, he just just climbing the wall, trying to be a little bit of a nuisance. He's got the ultimate online, and we might see him utilize it. Now with that Zarya ult, he's just standing there. Actually, he didn't even say, like, I'm not even going to burn my ult. You guys weren't worth it. I'm just going to stand there.
He's just going to stand and throw shurikens. They weren't even looking at him, and Carbon, we didn't get to see it on camera, but did just throw a pulse bomb into that grab.
Oh, no way. That's so much damage, actually.
So, you know, don't need to overcommit the ults. Yeah. Now you have a Genji ult for this, will be likely a final push. It's hooked immediately, gets bubbled though, and Suzu'd by his Kiri.
That's going to be...
two are dead from North Texas.
Down for Bella Sprout.
Yeah,
this is going to be it.
Tracer gets touched, but don't know that this was stalled long enough.
Yep, and that should be a wrap on point one here on map number 1. The switch to Doomfist to just try and get to the
That's the stall
point.
pick.
Just trying to get to the the point fast enough, right?
Absolutely. He's probably the highest mobility character in the game. Outside of maybe Tracer.
Yeah, Tracer does have a lot of blips. Lucio's pretty fast. Especially if he can
yeah, I mean we've probably just named the 3 per the highest of each role.
Yeah.
Exactly. All stall characters.
And here we are. It's this.
So
So this
Wolfie
is the
teases the Widow.
Wolfie on Widow.
Wolfie
Interesting.
teased the Widow. He's on Genji. He's back on Genji.
Oh, okay,
but he teased the Widow briefly.
So this is last time. Oh no, we didn't. When we were on Lijiang Tower last time, we didn't go to this as point 2, right?
No, it's random.
Okay, so it can go to this one or the space station.
Yeah,
one.
whichever one we didn't play.
Yeah.
The first one is also random.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I always feel like it starts on the one we just saw as point 1 all the time, and then
No,
it is either this one or the space station
you
as
might just,
number 2.
That happens to be that way a couple times in a row. Not unheard of, but yeah. This has been or that last point's been my point 3 in most of my games, to be honest.
Alright, and Oakland gets the first percent on to this second point, and now it's just North Texas just trying to find a way to get on it and start kind of creating some pressure here onto Oakland.
We started off being down a couple people in the fight, but we are stalling long enough, just trying to keep the percent ticking up. Carbon on Tracer doing all of the things until he's not.
Yeah, honestly, Carbon was doing a really good job kind of just blowing in and out of the
I can infer from the kill feed, we didn't see it live, but I believe he...
good cleanup by
someone.
Genji.
Paul got knocked off the map by Zarya,
Uh-huh.
Something, but then hooked the Zarya off with him. They both fell off the map.
That's hilarious, actually.
In some way, shape, or form.
They
had a trade.
A classic, you're coming with me. All right, and here comes North Texas coming around the corner, coming around the bench.
Are we on the Doom?
Now, does this Doomfist, do you think, is this going to help it kind of keep North Texas off and deal with this Hog a little bit better, or what's
not
going on?
Entirely sure. I actually like the Zarya pick into Hog much more. Especially now that we're on the North Texas on back on cast, so he's got that stun grenade again.
Okay.
So I don't. Maybe he was just going back as a stall pick.
Somebody just got hooked.
Speaking of Jack's highlights,
Getting hooked. But you know what? You look at this percent though, 62% for Oakland. That means we're pretty much just one really good team fight away from pretty much just securing the victory here in taking map 1 completely. Because this was a really strong, like that was such a nice ult by Wolfie to really just kind of clean up shop. And he is still just going on a slight rampage. Hunting down to the Lucio. Still hungry, like he's still looking and still hungry for that Tracer. A big ult. Oh, Doomfist ult's out. What is Doomfist? Does Doomfist have a new ult?
No, it's just
it's still
the same thing. He goes up into the sky and comes back down. It does heal him now when he's in the air, so he can like get in, go take a lot of damage, and use his Q. And then he doesn't have to retreat with his Q, which is what a lot of Doomfist back in the Overwatch 1 days did. You can see a health bar going up right there.
Yep.
He gets spent though to save his team.
Yep. 90%. All right.
Stay in there.
So this is going to be just probably just on this offense stake. He's just going to be over there just trying to keep the North Texas team super locked in. But you know what? They managed to get around there, and they're back on the point.
Marvin is going to be able to make it out, I think. Just about.
Narrowly, too.
Still got a recall attack. D comes down from Jax, gonna keep his team nice and healthy. There's the Kiri ult from Frothy. Probably punches in, kills 2.
Okay, what is Hinder?
Hinder is the new status effect from Cass's flashbang.
Oh, okay.
So he technically doesn't have his flashbang anymore. It's been reworked like 3 times in Overwatch 2.
Yep. That should be it, and there it is. That's map 1 going over to Oakland with a very, honestly, I would say North Texas really started to come alive there towards the second half.
They were showing a bit of life.
But you know what? That Oakland squad is just said, no.
Brought the Philly with the play of the game. The support play of the game. What we got?
What's going to be the ult here? It's this ult right at the end.
Zarya ult. Took a couple of headshots at the non-moving Tracer, maybe? Oh, right at the end, almost.
All right, though.
Quite.
That was honestly a really good game 1, or honestly, yeah, good map 1 here. Oakland starting off pretty strong once again.
I'm still questioning why we went on Doomfist. I'll be honest. I didn't love it personally, but
yeah,
not that he didn't do well on it. I just don't see the vision of the pick. Probably still did great on Doomfist. Why am I criticizing the professional?
The guy who probably knows why he picked
the guy who, yeah, the one who actually has a very probably obvious reason that I'm just not aware of.
Exactly. But you know what? While both teams decide for the next map and then hero bans, we'll cut it to a quick break. And then when we get back, we'll be right into it for map number 2 for Oakland University versus University of North Texas. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game.
Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. Proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome back. Thank you for sticking around during the break. We are into map number 2. We are on Eichenwald for Hybrid.
Yep.
And on the side of North Texas, they banned Zarya. They said Crawley cannot play that character anymore.
No more Zarya.
And then
Oh no, it's almost like he has the entire rest of the tank pool at his,
Exactly.
at his fingertips.
And then on the side of Oakland, it's actually a Tracer ban.
We opted to ban Tracer?
Yeah. Little odd.
That is strange. I don't know if there's maybe there's a map specific comp that we're going for, and as we do get sent back to the lobby for reasons. Tracer. There must be. We, as Oakland, have some form of comp that doesn't involve Tracer. And then I was gonna say it's probably a dive comp, but that also doesn't make sense to have a dive comp that doesn't involve Tracer.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of just what character we might. I mean, we'll
And then
probably
we just
see.
not get rid of it. Just not want to deal with it.
You probably just see. Cartman's probably just gonna hop on to
Sojourn for sure. Yeah, not entirely sure what the plan. Maybe we have some sort of. I believe. Are we starting on defense? I believe we're starting on defense.
Is blue?
I believe blue side defense.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Which then maybe tells me, are we trying to play some sort of like bunkery, like Orisa comp, something like that, which you don't use Tracer on. Wolfie's on the Hanzo, which opens up the Genji for Carvin.
Ooh, okay.
Which Carvin is a good Genji as well.
Yeah.
Back when I was playing alongside Carvin, and I took Soj because that was the only character I knew how to play properly.
It does look like
Carvin would be on Tracer or the Genji usually.
Yeah. So it does look like Oakland is on defense here first, and we're seeing Crawley on.
Crowley's on the Hog.
On
We're
the
trying
Hog.
out the new Hog. I don't remember exactly what the patch for Hog was. We are on like definitely like a brawly, bunkery. You know, the healers are gonna play in Narnia with Alawi and Ana.
And who's the hero that Frothy's playing?
That's
right
Alawi.
Now?
Not Alawi. Alari.
Alari.
I'm thinking of. I got League in my mind. They're basically the same
League
name.
on the brain.
Alari. Yeah, I don't. Nope, probably did find a hook onto the Genji.
Already got him.
Hog's actually been reverted.
Really?
So he doesn't have his trap anymore. They took his trap away.
Okay.
So his breather is back on his E button. And he's back to having 2 firing modes on his gun.
Oh, so he has this widespread and
So he has
focus.
the tight and the longer range. Yeah, slightly, or it goes a further distance before it spreads out again. They got rid of Pigpen. His heal during that time was on his right click, so his gun lost one of its functionalities, and they adjusted the gun for that reason. But they've actually reverted it back. They've kept the healing as like a resource, like Diva Matrix, rather than just like a single button use. So that still does exist, but I would much rather see this version of Hog than what we had before. I think that sort of pseudo rework to Hog was not very fun.
Okay.
Pigpen was also just obnoxious.
You know, as long as I think if Roadhog, for me, just the more he's like and akin to Overwatch 1, I'm happy with it. Ooh, all right, we got some ults coming out from both sides.
Wolfie lets it rip. Let's find one. Carbon finds
Ooh,
2.
gets
Oh my
2.
gosh, this DPS duo is so much better than I could ever be.
And that team kill is so good, man. You've just seen North Texas still just cannot really get around this first, like, big bend to kind of, like,
Do they know?
open
He
up.
doesn't know. He doesn't know. The deflect. It doesn't matter.
Why? Well, you gotta check your corners.
Oh, and he gets caught by the Soj. Railgun to the head.
Wolfie just lives in the corners.
It doesn't matter because Crowley's just gonna walk in and get hooked off. No, he doesn't get hooked off the map. The ult comes out both sides. Crowley dies, but I did the other Hog get pushed off? He did. Look at the kill feed.
Big,
Crazy
honestly,
interaction.
really big. To see that, like, the trade for Hog for Hog is really good because here, as we approach this last minute and a half before the round, like the first round is over.
That is.
Um,
Yana dying late there is not good though. that's a very large source of our healing. That's been dealt with. That's not going to be around for a while as the team regroups.
Ooh.
And there goes Frothy. That's going to be no heals remaining for
That's
OU here,
looking
unless outside of obviously Hawk's self heal. And there he goes. Wolfie's back, but it's going to be a little too late. Does find a shot, but again, too little, too late.
Yeah, that's going to
Get
be
taken down.
payload is finally going to be pushed.
But that was what? That was a solid 2 minutes. Probably
They
taking off the clock.
Yeah, it was down to about the last minute.
So, not bad. This, I think this is a solid map for the defending team. There's several choke points throughout
Yeah.
this second point here, and even more arguably throughout the third one. Probably just finding hooks, man.
The hook game has just been absolutely wild. Oh my gosh, he almost predicted that too.
At least the hook range is not what it used to be in Overwatch 1. I know you say you like that, but
Yeah. It was
I don't
really
know, you-
cool as somebody who played Hog.
yeah.
Not somebody who played... I mean, I didn't care if I got hooked as Hog.
I mean, do you not remember getting like hooked through walls back in the day?
Yeah.
Because I don't miss that.
No.
Wolfie lets the dragon rip, does find one, although gets traded, but then I guess, Carbon's pulled the blade as well to find another. And
I cannot believe Carbon
Wow.
made it out of that.
just gets out of that alive.
37 HP in a dream.
Went really deep. I didn't actually realize initially, but Frothy had used his, I'm gonna shoot the sun at you ultimate. I forget the name of it. Captive Sun, that's what it is. I think. Wolfie finds a headshot.
Oh.
Always finding shots when I'm not looking at him. Oh yeah, that's a Hanzo change. That's like a sort of quiet one. So ages and ages ago they got rid of that scatter shot and replaced it with storm arrows.
Okay.
And now they've made it where the storm arrows do sort of scatter and ricochet a bit, not as much as the old scatter shot used to. After they make contact with a surface.
Okay.
So you see them shoot the ground there, and they will split and ricochet up, and I think they ricocheted that first time and maybe one more time.
Yeah. Wow. Right now, Oakland has really just
Locking it
super
down.
pushed back this North Texas squad.
Wolfie's getting walked on pretty hard here. He's going to have a hard time getting out of this one, I think. He's walking all the way back to the defender, or the attacker spawn at the beginning of the map, with a Sombra chasing after him, as well as a Lucio, I think.
And yeah.
And is not able to find the kill as he goes down. Unlucky. But that is just a lot of time and energy wasted.
So much time. Like, honestly, it was just the biggest waste of time, really. For making the timer such a factor now, right? 30 seconds left here
Captain
into
again.
the round. And they still have... Look at how much they have to move to see a reset.
They
here.
are going to have to make a touch in overtime and then never leave the point again for several minutes.
Yeah, it is looking extremely
And
tough. And that, like,
he's back.
It's another Hanzo ult. That Hanzo ult could just honestly get everybody off
Hog
of this
antied.
point.
Gonna let this go right on the point. Gonna force them all to move off the point.
Yeah.
Blade's been pulled as well. And
Great use of two
They
ultimates.
didn't actually get much value out of either ult here, so this could be trouble a tiny bit. Jax
Ooh.
tried. Does actually trade the hog. Oh, that's actually a funny perk. If you, as Hanzo, you can take one of his perks where if you Sonic Arrow a health pack, it hacks it for your team, like a Sombra hack.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Speaking of Sombra, Carbon opting to mirror the Sombra. No ultimate online, but does find the hack. Is going to get forced out here, not able to get that translocator out of here. Jax swaps to Lucio. Now we're on a sort of low healing comp here, unless Frothy's swapping to Akiri or something here. Maybe a Bap. No. Yeah, low heals a little bit. Now, in the same way that I hate Hog, but you enjoy Hog, a lot of people hate Sombra. I love Sombra.
Sombra is actually my favorite Overwatch character. I think just from an aesthetic design, I think Sombra is just so cool. But I was always just so awful with her.
She is not my most played hero. Is definitely not my strongest hero either. But might be my favorite one to play.
In North Texas, they managed to get it past that point. 1 minute left to try and get it all the way to the end.
So
Really
now,
starting to turn. Honestly, North Texas is really starting to turn this one around.
they've swapped to Doom so as like a dive comp. They see that we're playing the Ana, that Ana for vulnerable to dive. Speaking of the Ana, as Jack swapped off, Frothy swapped on. Prowie just able to survive as Carbon's actually on the Sojourn as well and finds 2 there in the midst of that fight. I have 2 long-range threats in the Sojourn and in the Hanzo. This Sombra's knocking out. Wait. Oof. I think Carbon actually got hit by that punch.
Really?
Very slightly, which made his railgun shot not hit.
This Oakland team is really trying to play extra aggressive here in this last, like, 15 seconds.
Again, trying to push him all the way back to the spawn for whatever reason.
They just want to make sure that...
Dragon comes out from Wolfie. Doom's dead. And no one touches.
And there it is. 2 points on it. Honestly, like, this...
Did they get to the last corner? I think they got to the last corner.
Yeah, it was pretty close. It was about
Find
40
out.
meters left until it was over.
Let's see, where's that golden box of victory going to be? Right here. So not quite the last corner.
Second to last. Nearly the halfway point between the final curve and the second to last curve. But I think what is crazy to see is that this game, or I guess this map, started off with University of Texas so close to just not even being able to get the hybrid going.
Yeah, and to be fair, that is actually a lot of how this map tends to roll.
Okay.
Like I said, there are choke points. There's that box of victory. This second point, we can actually fly through it here. There's kind of 3 main areas the cart will tend to get stuck at, and it's on this first one which we saw.
Yeah.
This first section here, it gets stuck on this first set of like this left and then right. Once you get it past there, it tends to be pretty smooth sailing up the hill, and then on the bridge, and then obviously right at the door are sort of the last couple areas where it'll tend to get stuck. And they got it past the main one, and they were able to keep the momentum going for the most part. So by the time it got to the door, it wasn't much of a fight. And right now I'm looking at our comp, and I see Jack's on a Mercy, and I'm asking what's happening. Why are we on Mercy? I do see a Freya, though. Maybe that's what's happening.
Okay. Now we can just finally see maybe potentially a little bit more of Freya compared to how we were seeing it the other day.
Yeah. Like I said, Freya gets these, she can ADS, which makes the arrows stick and then explode. Wolfie does get headshot by a railgun, unfortunately. When she does ADS in the air, she sort of stalls her momentum. She'll hover very much in place for a brief amount of time. And then she has a shift, which will make her dash to the side, as you kind of just see. Which actually, and then doing the dash reloads the ADS shot.
Oh, really?
So you can do up like sort of rapid fire, like 2 or 3 of these shots pretty quickly, which makes her very volatile because I think 2 stickies will kill like a squishy.
Really?
Like a non-tank.
Okay.
Character. Outside of maybe like a Bastion or a Mei. But yeah, like as Sojourn or something, if you get stuck by like bang bang, stuck by 2 of these ADS shots, it will kill you.
Alt online, we might be able to see that Freya alt come out and into play. Oh.
God! Oh!
From the
Wow.
grave.
Yeah, it's he didn't stick the Sombra with the second shot, but the explosion was still near enough to the Sombra that she died anyway.
We love seeing from the grave
Big fan.
KOs.
Probably back on the Junker Queen.
Okay, this is the first time we've seen the Jungle Queen come out in this series.
played a little bit last week on the Flashpoint. Wolfie finds a headshot. And this hog, they're dumping everything into this hog, and he is somehow still alive.
Still alive.
He actually gets 2 kills with his own ult while nanoed.
And that's the payload.
Oh my, this hog is alive somehow. Never mind. Probably is nanoed as gentleman. Mine's 3.
Honestly, so when North Texas got the point pushed, there was only 2 minutes. There was only like 2 minutes left on the clock or something.
They had about a minute left after once the time was added. They had about 3 minutes, and we're at 4.
Okay, so we're about like a whole minute ahead. So this is a good position to be in if you are the Golden Grizzlies. Gives you a little bit extra breathing room here on this long stretch of the pushing of the point or pushing of the payload.
That extra minute to get the point past this like pretty difficult choke point to get through. Frothy, I don't know, just left abandoned by his supports there. I don't see where. Although we have Mercy Res, sacrifices their life for the res, but that does put Crowley back. Oh, he didn't actually get the res off. I'm sorry. Probably like a frame too late.
Oh. All right, but you know what, Oakland pushing that point, pushing that payload up a pretty solid amount here in the second.
Actually, yeah, they have moved it through basically the first half. At this point,
and they got it through that really hard and like that really difficult like point here,
and
like
probably just
around like the castle.
I think was kind of the only one there and just ulted.
Oh, that's a Baptiste, I think.
And with the comp swap, now Jack's finally back on the Lucio, Frothy back on the Kiri. A bit more standard. Might even see, obviously Tracer's still banned. But we might see Wolfie go back to the Genji or something.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hanzo's good. He's finding the headshots, but not maybe as consistent as you'd like to be, or maybe the timing's just a bit off. Also, I don't really need the double long-range threat that both Freya and Hanzo provide. I think the damage you're going to see out of Freya is probably a little bit better, especially with an ult like that. Finding 2. Also, fun fact, that ultimate does have a very slight grab effect.
Okay.
Where it can pull people in, and then it obviously just does the damage and explodes.
Carbon was on the hunt.
Freya is a hunter in lore, so that makes
lore,
sense.
It is canon.
Carbon is playing Freya in the most canon way possible.
Here we go into that third and final section of the map. You can see the golden carpet right there.
Golden box of victory.
All we need to do is just hit the payload
Speaking
into
of
that
being
spot.
on the hunt, where is Crowley right now?
He's in the back line.
He's
hunting.
walking to the spawn door. 2 are going to go down. Wolfie finds actually 2 shots of his own, I think, with.
And that
and
is going
they don't
to
even
be
get to the
it.
box to stall it out, and Oakland wins map 2.
And that's game. Oh yeah, map 2. So we got one more map left here. And let's see who that play of the game was going to be.
Oh, Frothy.
Frothy. 2 play of the games.
Double, yeah. So Alari makes a bit more sense, though. Because of the way this ultimate works. It's the way. Do you know how this ultimate works?
No.
You shoot you shoot the sun.
Okay.
Fun fact. The sun. On the ground.
Okay.
And it explodes, and then whoever's within the radius of that explosion, the sun then causes a mini sun to attach to them.
Okay.
Right? And then after they take, I believe it is 90 damage, it explodes. Also, the initial explosion does do a minor amount of damage.
Okay.
So it goes small boom, even though it looks like a much bigger boom. And then they get shot some more, and then it does the actual big boom, which looks like a smaller boom.
Oh.
And that was definitely the most non-complicated way to explain that, I guarantee.
Exactly.
Visual big boom,
Yeah.
small real boom. Visual small boom, big real boom.
Okay.
So yeah, and then also you have to take the damage to make the explosion go off, which means you're already lower than full HP when the explosion goes off. I don't remember how much damage the explosion actually does.
Yeah.
But I think it's somewhere around like 100, like half of a
health bar usually.
health bar, roughly.
Yep.
So then the thing is, though, is that damage doesn't have to be That 90 damage doesn't have to come from Alari specifically. That can come from anywhere in your
Anybody.
team. So yeah, you have just a soldier spraying down, the main choke point.
Yeah. Oh,
Those explosions will go to the Alari.
Okay.
The explosion is the thing that gets killed.
So we're seeing a few highlights here from map 1 and map 2 here while we get prepped into game number 3. But guys, once we see, okay, hold on. So this was where Crawley, he's like, all right, enough of the hog. I need to go Zarya. And he just got one beautiful, like, hook, shotgun, wave as the send-off here. Man, this was some.
I don't even remember being on the camera for these people when these plays happened. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I captured this much.
Right. There were I think Eichenwald provided us some of the best.
I mean, it's
like,
a great
highlights.
map. I love. It's the best map.
Okay, I did see what the ult was doing there.
Yeah.
All right.
Ike's the best map. It's It's one of my favorite maps. It's top 5 for me for sure. In all of the game, not just. It's like the second. It's 1 or 2 for hybrid for sure. I don't know, a lot of people say Kings Row best hybrid map or best map in the game. I don't see it.
Kings Row.
I don't love it. Hollywood or Ike go above Kings Row for me by a lot.
Nice. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna cut it to a quick break while both these teams prep for map number 3. When we get back, we'll be here with some bans and where we're going to see whether or not
will we see Flashpoint?
Will we see Flashpoint, or can we just see Oakland Rio in a handshake here? We'll find out when we get back, guys. Stick around. I was going to try and think of how do we say hello again in Italian, but I would have had to go Google it because
hello
we're on
in Italian.
Whatever. Hello in Italian. We're on to Rialto. Is that what you said?
It is Rialto.
Right, we're on Rialto. And from North Texas, they banned out Widowmaker. And
Widowmaker's gone. That makes sense.
And Roadhog banned out from Oakland.
Yes. Goodbye, Roadhog. Forever. I hate
Goodbye,
that character.
Pigman.
So much. You know what that does open up? And we're already seeing it. Oh, we did see it. They're on Hazard now. It does open up the Reaper and the Zarya combo though, which has not been available all game or all series so far. However, the North Texas tank was hovering the Zarya for a moment. not anymore. You see one of them on the Reaper. And then on the OU side, we have the Hanzo, the Freya, again, probably on the Hazard, and then Rothy and Jax on the Ana and the Wu Yang, respectively.
Oh. We've been told by our production that it's ciao, or hello in Italian. You know, whenever I hear ciao, I think it's bye. But that's
yeah.
fine. But this I think might be my first time seeing this map actually.
Like ever?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
That's been in the game forever. Oh.
Somebody just walked off.
Okay.
Somebody walked off and fell into the rivers of Venice.
I suppose.
So this is just a escort the payload map.
This is just escort, which does actually confirm a theory that hybrid and escort are not pooled together in this game or in this like map selection process. What happened to Wolfie there?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. There's that Reaper with the bubble immediately after teleport. Doesn't matter.
Immediately gets popped.
Too much burst damage between a Freya sticky and a Hanzo arrow.
Okay. Why is it that sometimes players in Overwatch, right, they shoot a bunch and then they look down and then they drop the spray?
It's a stun.
Okay. That's kind of, I was trying to figure out if it is something to do with like maybe like a timing, like something to do with some sort of timing, or if it's just like a, hey, I've seen all these pros do it, I'm gonna just start doing it.
It's just a stun.
Okay.
Eventually, they'll get a kill or something after like they'll punch somebody and then immediately just hit T, which is the default spray button.
Ooh, got a tank fight here.
Yo.
Okay.
Did you catch how big of an IQ play that was?
No.
He threw his wall down to section himself off and the other tank off from
The rest of the team.
the North Texas supports. And himself from his supports, but he was so confident
That he could win the
that
fight.
he would win the 1v1 that he didn't need his supports to help him.
Yeah. And he did win.
He did. He was right.
He was just better.
I would hope so. He played in the league.
He did, in fact, make it to the league.
I will admit that North Texas is going to have a hard time, outside of maybe the Reaper teleporting in, kind of uprooting the backline of Oakland.
Oh, big ult by Hazard. Going to secure at least one kill, and that Zarya is pretty much just halfway
I would
down.
imagine she's dead at some point here. It's going to take a bit longer because bubbles exist. Oh, they trade. 60 seconds left already.
Yeah, honestly, this has been a very action-packed round 3. Or I guess round 1 on
Wu
map
Yang's dead.
3.
Yep. That's Freya.
Now, what is Freya's ult again?
It's like her. It's like a. Physically, it's like one of those rope trap things that you like throw. It's like, you know, like what you played ladder ball with.
I was like, okay, so it's a bola, or if you're Rengar and League.
Sure. And then it will pull people in, and then it does, I think, damage over time in the circle, and then it explodes.
Wow.
And does more damage. The pull isn't really insanely good. I would say it's a pretty easy ult to just kind of walk away from. You kind of strafe away from it, but good in combination with other things, or with choke points.
All right. So it is now up to this North Texas squad to keep themselves on this point and keep their dreams alive.
Probably is doing things with Hazard that I would never think of in a million years. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He used that wall again.
To try and escape.
No. He forced the Reaper teleport because the Reaper, he put it on top of the Reaper teleport, which then forced the Reaper teleport to, because the game doesn't want to bug you inside of the
wall,
the Hazard wall. So it moved the Reaper teleport backwards on the line that he sent it from, which made him made the teleport appear not on top of the high ground where it probably was.
Wow.
It was on the low ground instead. All
right, and North Texas did manage to get that point secured. So So we've got 2 minutes on the clock here to try and get to point number 2. And we've seen in these hybrid situations, or I guess in the moving of the payload situations, we've seen this North Texas squad be able to really start coming alive kind of in like the second half. So we're starting to get to that comfort point that we like, that kind of like North Texas has really kind of like grown to find themselves liking.
Yeah, and Escort does tend to go that way as you get more desperate as the round goes on, which means you start kind of like fully sending stuff a bit more, not like holding back as much, and that usually will end up paying off.
Yeah.
Again, that was Zarya Reaper bubble combo. Does catch Krawi off guard. Not Krawi, Frothy. My bad.
Frothy. Yeah.
Now Krawi's dead. But, and are we gonna swap to the match? Wolfie goes to the Reaper. Are we gonna see a Zarya? Yes, we are. I wonder if Carbon stays on the Freya here. I don't know. Did we see that Reaper's hiding?
I actually don't know if we know where.
They know he's there now. Teleport again. I don't think that Reaper has Wraith. If they wanted to punish that, they could.
Wraith is Reaper's little like kind of like movement
Yeah, his
option,
ghost
right?
form. Yeah.
Big ult here from Oakland, being able to really push North Texas away, like really far away from this point on the payload, rather. Now you can kind of see Wolfie trying to find himself a corner. Wants to be able to just kind of sit there and pop.
Do they know?
Do we know?
I don't think they know. Oh,
Oh.
Reaper versus Reaper. Teleporting in kind of into the middle of everything. Manages to find one. Carbon's back on the. I forgot the name of the character.
Tracer? No.
Nope.
Is that the diver?
Venture. That totally slipped my mind.
I was like, the mole diver? The underminer? Even though that's
Incredibles.
That's Incredibles.
Great movie. Incredible movie.
Honestly, truly incredible. So, North Texas got, they managed to push it all the way through. Minute and 12 on the clock. So Oakland just needs to
with
do it a little
time
bit faster.
higher than a minute. That does matter.
It does. What if they do it and there's a minute and 13 left on the clock? They really just kind of want to be a little poetic about it.
That'd be really funny. Wouldn't do much. I guess it would just make the overtime round equal.
Yeah.
Let's see where we opt to go here. Carbon Junkrat? Carbon Echo. Now this... I'm okay with either of these two options. The Junkrat would just be funny.
Probably on Hamlin. Playing ball.
Probably on ball. All Wu Yang? All Wu Yang's funny. I mean, I'm down. I don't think Ball is Crowley's strongest tank.
I don't know how many times I've ever seen him use ball.
For us, not many. Again, I don't think it's his strongest option.
Yeah.
Personally. Back on the Zarya. Tracer back in the mix as well, I think. Right? Tracer's not banned. He didn't mess that up. And maybe we really are seeing some signs of life coming back from North Texas, as Wolfie's actually just going to stay low and push this card along. Zarya, no bubble to save her.
Good escape by Wolfie. Gets behind enemy lines, but
Kiri
finds
TP.
himself blowing up. Falls down. Good kill by Carbon. Hunting down that Lucio. Now going after the Sojourn. So close. Just like leaving. Okay, but you know what?
Frothy's killed 3 apparently.
Yeah, we had like, it was like, Carbon had basically had three of those teammates, three of the team members of North Texas down to one, basically one HP. And Frothy just went and cleaned him
Bang,
up.
bang, bang. I'm jealous of people who are that accurate with Kiri.
Oh, with
She's like
kunai.
really satisfying to like hit headshots with the kunai. It's just
Yeah.
it's a much more difficult thing to aim.
Infused with light.
Both sides kind of shutting this whole Reaper teleport thing down a bit.
Yeah.
I say that as well. Actually, we did shut down their teleport.
See, what's really funny is that there's been so much like scrapping taking place here that I have not even realized that like the payload is moving for the Oakland team.
Yeah. Throughout all of it, like we tend to like go down a player or two in a fight, but then yeah, North Texas isn't really contesting the objective and just allowing us to
Yeah.
walk it through.
We're seeing the Zarya mirror right now. Bubble on board.
Heat comes through from North Texas, although the grab comes out after. How's it?
Oh man, there's just big scrap going on. That payload now starting to get pushed back a little bit here from North Texas. They are so hungry to just get this over with and kind of like breathe a little sigh of relief, just at least to take a round.
I'm very interested to seeing how this Reaper ult looks for Wolfie here. Just not able
my
to go in
gosh.
the raid form early enough.
He turned around and there was a Zarya and a Reaper there waiting for him.
And usually it's the other way around. Usually someone gets a character low and then
Ooh.
Tracer finishes them off. So far this game, it's been Carbon getting people low and then Frothy finishing them off.
Right. So close there for Carbon. Carbon is just honestly the king of just getting these super close to being melting of like the whole team, and then he's just like, oh well, I ran out of bullets.
That's Tracer.
Yeah.
You either hit every shot in one clip or they get away with 1 HP. However, Wolfie found 3 kills with a Death Blossom, 1 more on his own after the fact.
Yep.
Make that one a clean fight win. And that'll probably, I would hope, be play of the game.
We'll see.
He's been robbed before.
You know, somehow it's just gonna become another Frothy.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Yeah, his triple kill earlier in this round might actually steal it. We'll see. The
Ooh, big ult there.
yep, big grab, but he is saved this time. And I'll be honest, with the momentum that North Texas is rolling with right now, there's a world where we don't actually complete the map and we go to a game 4.
Yep. But you can see Wolfie sneaking through, trying to get onto that point. Spotted. Try to be a little cheeky. Find his way on there. Not gonna get it like you said. And we're back to just big scrapping here honestly in the Boulevard.
But so much charge built up so quickly.
Okay.
And oh my god.
That was Crawley just going absolutely turbo mode here.
With-
and that might have just been the fight to end the game.
That will send this round. This is going to go to overtime, but this is not map over just yet. There's that one clip properly from Carbon. Yeah, the stagger back for
And
North
there
Texas, and
it
that'll
is.
be round 2. We go to overtime rounds. I just want to briefly mention, so we had Kyriel comes through, which makes Zarya go really fast, and maybe makes her damage tick faster. Don't quote me on that one, but maybe at full 100% charge. just storming through with a Lucio speed boost on top of the speed boost that the Kitsune gives you. Just absolutely. Did you see how fast
I don't
those
think
health bars disappeared?
Yeah, I was watching just everything happening on screen. And I was like, I don't think
I've not seen a health bar melt
like,
that quickly in a long
Zarya
time.
is not supposed to be moving like this.
Uh,
It truly was turbo. Truly turbo mode.
Like that's something that people were concerned about with when Kiri was originally added to the game, was like the return of the Beyblade meta from when Nano used to give you a speed boost. And I mean, we're seeing it sort of get played here, where with the Reaper, but the Death Blossom wasn't the one being used inside of the Kitsune Rush that time.
Here we go. It's overtime. Now, can you explain for the people at home watching, how do you win this overtime?
You push it further than the other team.
And everybody you only have what time was left on the clock.
It doesn't matter if you cap the point, you will get no more time added additionally to your clock. You get, so we had like 12 seconds on our clock at the end of last round. So we get pushed to 1 minute and 12. And then the other team who had more time gets a minute added onto their minute and whatever it was on top of that, which is why you see that difference.
Yep.
Always be a minute difference on the clock at the beginning of an overtime round in Escort. Now, like I said, they do not get any additional time when the point gets added. So when overtime starts, it will not stop, even if you cap the point. You have to stay on the point, at least have someone touching it at all times from that point forward. That time will start in 30 seconds. Alright, just kiting back. Not really under any pressure, like, of dying at least. Like, he's been pretty safe.
Yeah.
Even with staring down like a whole team.
Nice kill by Crawley. Going for 2. Not able to get that kill on 2.
Looks like this one's going to get stopped just before this first point here. There it goes.
There it is.
So
Only didn't really
they got to the end of the first point,
Yeah.
just about. Which you might think, well, compared out of the whole map, that's not that great. But in a game where it really can come down to one corner versus one before it, especially on this, like, this first choke point here around this first corner is probably the hardest part of the map to push the cart around.
Okay.
So the fact they even get it to the end of this first point is
Really good.
substantial.
Well, it's time to see now here. Can Oakland close this out 3-0, or can North Texas push this to it would go into a second overtime, or no?
If OU, it's a win or lose for OU at this point.
Okay.
It's either they match the distance and win, or they
Don't match
and
the
lose.
distance and they lose the map.
If there is there's one scenario in Escort in which you can draw. And it's if you go to overtime, and if you make absolutely 0 point progress on the overtime round, it does not move an inch. And then the same thing happens when the side switch. Then it's a draw because the point never moved, but you're both out of time.
And if that actually happened, we just go. It's just you go to game 4, right?
Yeah, it's a draw. You move on. It doesn't. It would stay.
It stays 2-0
at this point. As we go on, we were talking about this before. North Texas doesn't contest the point
Yeah.
in an overtime objective where contesting the point is the only important thing. One thing, I say this first corner is the hardest one to push it through, and they're already past it.
Yeah. And we're already getting dangerously close, right?
And
that 81.82 meters is going to come up so fast as soon as this next corner's turned.
Actually, at the start of this, we do see a Hanzo, but it's not Wolfie's Hanzo. It's actually Carbon's.
I don't think I've ever seen Carbon play Hanzo.
North Texas Zarya has killed themselves somehow?
Oh, that's 4 down on to North Texas. The only person up is just the tank, but it might just be over here. Look at that golden
Lucio
golden gate.
No tank swap. It's going to be basically just up to Lucy or this Reaper to touch. I don't know. Reaper's dead, but Zarya is here in time, so it's going to be one more fight.
And those ults for the side of Oakland are getting real
probably
close.
full charge, and doesn't matter. The beat
And
comes
that's
through.
gonna be
There's no
it.
one there to touch the point, and that is going to be the game.
Oakland takes it.
3-0. A little bit longer of a 3-0 than last time,
Yeah. But you know what?
but
At
3-0
least
nonetheless.
at the end of the day, though, we got to talk about the match this time in
We
map
did.
3.
The match did not end before we had started talking about
We
it.
got to yap and commentate.
W day for me.
W day. W day. Well, yeah, and that's going to be it, man. Oakland 3-0 over North Texas, now sitting at 2-0 in the Big Ten self-select conference here. Good, you know what?
W's all around.
Big W's, you know? Smash B got their first W of the week yesterday.
I thought they had a bye.
Bye still counts as a W.
That was it? Oh, okay. My bad.
You know, you can't lose to the bye.
I guess you can't lose if you don't play.
Yep. And so now Overwatch enters 2-0. Honestly, a really good start. I think we're really starting, like, it's like Jax was saying last week, this is probably the strongest iteration that Oakland's ever had for
Absolutely.
Overwatch.
100%.
And it's real. I think it's really shining. You're starting to see like why, like the team's like gotten way better. I can't wait to see what happens when we play against Wichita State next week.
That is
a
gonna
team
be-
who is notoriously
Well,
given us a lot of issues in seasons past, or in NACE seasons past, especially last year. They were the one that eliminated us from the playoffs, round 1.
there was only one time they didn't give us problems. And I think it was actually the same season where they knocked us out of playoffs. It was just, but when we played them in the regular season, we won. This is the
Gotcha.
year I was playing. This is why I know this.
Oh, okay.
But then we met them in playoffs, and we were like, oh, we beat this team before. Like, it's going to be fine. And then it wasn't like a steamroll. We didn't get completely rolled over, but it was definitely like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were chill.
Exactly. Well, guys, we'll cut to a quick break. When we get back, we'll see who from the Overwatch team wants to come in and do a post-game interview real quick. And then we'll probably sign off for the night. And then we'll be back on Thursday with Smash Action. But before that, cut to a quick break. We'll be back with a post-game interview. Stick around. well, no post-game interview. None of the players really felt like chatting. Big bummer, but you know what? That's fine. They get to go home a little bit early tonight. So, guys, thank you for watching. We'll be back on Thursday with arguably the match of the week, which is Smash Bros. A team going up against University of North Carolina Greensboro, who just is coming off of a really successful run down at Riptide this past 2 weeks ago. So it's going to be an absolute banger of a match. You guys will not want to miss it. So we'll be back on Thursday night with Smash action. We'll see you then. Have a good night.
Good win today, fellas. Good win. Wait for Wichita State. Guys down. Really? What? What? So it's like to make it next time it's mandatory, I'll put the girls.
I think.
Okay, speak of it's mandatory. From now on, it is mandatory.
Honestly, I think it would be very funny to have like. Got an interview. Got stage fright.
Now, mandatory from now on. I'm sorry I had to. Well, if you want, yeah, for the first mandatory. For the first mandatory. Volunteers first, and then volunteer.